Oh, that must be Marnie now.
Hi, Zadie. Your hamantashen smell delicious. Can I help you make some?
Of course, my precious.
Zadie, why are the hamantashen shaped like a triangle?
In order for me to explain why triangles are the shape of hamantashen, I must first explain how the name hamantashen came about. If you look at the word hamantashen closely, you see the first part of the word is Haman.
What is Haman?
I thought you'd never ask. The word comes from the story of Purim.
What is the story of Purim?
Marnie, I don't know if I ever told you about what your ancestors are. You are descended from the very family that is involved in the Purim story. I am named after one of the main characters, Mordecai. Over the years, our name changed a bit, but we still kept the name in our family. If you translate my last name from the Hebrew, you will find the word Chai, which means life. For me, it has always been symbolic of my name living on, even after my relative Mordecai was gone. But I can't go on into the story now. We have to get to the temple. Tonight is the reading of the Megillah, or should I say the reading of the Megillat Esther, the story of Esther.
But who is Esther?
Save your questions and get in the car. Your questions will be answered soon enough. Now I bought you a costume which you must wear tonight for the Purim celebration. Put it on and let's go.
Zadie traveled to the temple. Zadie takes out a special hat and robe and puts it on. He carries a sack into the hall.
Welcome everyone. I need a little assistance. In this sack I have some noisemakers for you. My name is Mordecai, and I have come here tonight to help everyone celebrate the holiday of Purim. In case you haven't guessed already, my name, Mordecai, is linked to the story of Purim. One of the main characters in the story is my great-great-great and so on great-grandfather. I was named for him. My granddaughter, Marnie, and her friends will now pass out the Gregors, which you will need when the story of Purim is told. The trick to the story is that you must listen carefully, and when you hear the name Haman, you need to make noise. You can use the Gregor, or you can shout, or you can do both. As a surprise tonight, I've invited the Purim players to perform the story for you. They will help me tell the story. So sit back, relax. The story has a happy ending.
Once upon a time, in the far-off land of Persia, in a town called Shushan, there lived a beautiful young Jewish girl named Esther.
Hi, I'm Esther. They tell me I'm beautiful. Nobody knows that I am not just beautiful, but I am smart too. You will soon find out that I can take care of myself.
As fate would have it, Esther's parents passed away, and she was being raised by her cousin Mordecai. Wait, here he comes now.
Oh yes, there is a wicked, wicked man, and Haman is his name, sir. He wants to murder all the Jews, though they are not to blame, sir. I just saw that Haman again, and he is always talking about how he's going to destroy my people. I know he's mad at me because I won't bow down to him like he expects everyone to do when he walks past them in the streets. I guess he doesn't know that as a Jew, we do not bow down to idols. We only bow down to God. I've got to tell Esther what just happened at the palace. Esther, Esther.
What is it, Cousin Mordecai?
I was at the palace. I happened to overhear that King Ahasuerus has decided to get rid of his wife, Queen Vashti, because she didn't obey him. She wouldn't dance at his party. Never mind the other details why he is angry with her. He has sent her away and is now looking for a new queen.
That's too bad about the queen. I guess he's got a new idea for a queen in mind.
As a matter of fact, he has no clue, but I do. I think you should be the new queen of Shushan. After all, you are said to be the fairest of them all. We need you to be in the palace to protect our people. If needed, you could influence the king to save us from this horrible man, Haman.
When is this competition? What would I wear? Is he just looking for a pretty face, or does he require some intelligence?
From what I have learned, he wants the young maidens in Shushan to parade before him, and he will choose one for his bride who will become the queen. I don't think he is looking for someone who can think.
I don't know if he would be happy just being an object of beauty. I like to think.
Oh, Esther, dear, for Juri's sake, I beg you to be wise. Put on a dress and comb your hair, and show them who you are. Just smile a lot and be yourself. You truly are a prize. and you will change our history and help us to survive.
Okay, you have convinced me. If you do get picked to be queen, I would like you to come to the palace and see me as often as you can.
You bet. Now hurry and pick out your dress. Tomorrow's the competition.
And on the runway, we see many young maidens who would like to be the queen of Shushan. They're all decked out in their finest clothes and jewels. There is one who definitely stands out from the rest. I've heard her name is Esther. It looks like she may be the one who gets the honor of becoming queen.
Roses are red and violets are blue. I've thought about it a lot, and I pick you.
Thank you, one and all. I can't believe he picked me. I am so flattered. I am sure he doesn't know I'm Jewish. I think I'd better not discuss this matter with him yet. Meanwhile, I'll make him happy that he chose me by looking my best and being sweet. Days pass. The queen is settled in her new home with the king. Mordecai is visiting the palace more often to make sure his cousin Esther is safe. On one visit, he overhears two of the king's servants plotting to kill the king. He tells the king about the plot and saves his life. The king writes down the story in his journal and promises to reward Mordecai at a future time.
Mordecai, do you not see that I am passing you? Are you going to bow in my presence?
I do not bow to any man. I have told you before that Jewish people do not bow to idols or to our fellow man. We worship one God.
Then you shall pay dearly for not obeying my command.
Haman goes off to plot for the destruction of the Jewish people. He goes to see the king with this plot.
King Ahasuerus, as your advisor, I feel it is my duty to let you know that there is a group of people who do not respect you, and they are very evil.
Who are these people?
They are the Jews who live in Shushan. I would like to get rid of them, have them destroyed.
I will trust you to make a decision and carry it out.
Mordecai runs to Esther to ask for help in saving her people.
O Esther, dear, I truly fear our lives are all at stake. That Haman guy said Jews must die, and no one should remain. He told the king that we're all bad, that we would do him harm. So do your part, be very smart, and save us with your charm. Please go see the king on our behalf. Time is short. Haman has chosen the 13th day of Adar to have us all killed, and that is only days away.
What can I do? There is a rule that I cannot go to the king without being invited by him.
You're our only hope, Esther. Please think of something.
You have my promise that I will try to come up with a plan, but know that I am frightened. I could be killed for this.
While Esther is thinking of a plan to save her people, the king is restless one night and gets out of bed to read his journal. In it, he finds the entry about Mordecai saving his life by telling him about the plot to kill him. He decides that he has to reward Mordecai. Just as he is finishing up his reading, Haman knocks on his door.
Haman, just the man I need. I have a question for you. What would you do to honor someone who did something very special for you?
Haman, thinking the king wants to honor him, says,
I think you should get a fine white horse and parade this man through the streets for people to cheer him.
Haman, that's brilliant. Please let Mordecai know that I am honoring him tomorrow for saving my life.
Yes, my king.
Haman spent the next day parading Mordecai around Shushan in the king's robes and on the king's horse. Haman was more resolved than ever to hurt Mordecai and all his people.
Meanwhile, Queen Esther comes up with a plan. When her plan was ready, she went to the king. She looked so beautiful that the king immediately welcomed her to come in. It so happened that Haman was in the room when she arrived.
What is it, my beautiful queen?
I have come to invite you and Haman to a party this very night.
Is there anything at all you wish, my queen?
There is something, but we'll have to wait.
That night, Haman went to the queen's party. Esther invited the king and Haman to another party the next night. As they sat at the table the next night, the king asked Esther if there was something she wished.
Yes, King, there is something I want. There is an evil man who wants to banish me and my people. The man is sitting with us now. This is the man who has threatened to banish the Jews in Shushan. I am Jewish, so he wants to banish me too.
Guards, seize him. If he will not be banished, instead it is he who will be banished.
Newt, wasn't that a nice story?
But what does Hamantashen have to do with the Purim story?
Haman's hat was made like a triangle shape. I like to think that we make these cookies with something sweet in the center to help change Haman's heart, to make him do something sweet for a change.
I don't know if that's the reason, but I'm glad that someone thought of making this treat. I happen to like mine with chocolate chips.
Marnie, please ask your friends to join us for Hamantashen and some Purim fun.
Did you hear that? Let's have some fun!
פורים, חג גדול לילדים, מסכות, רשנים, שירים וריקודים. הבה נרישה, רש רש רש! הבה נרישה, רש רש רש! הבה נרישה, רש רש רש! ברשנים. ילדים, מסכות, רשנים, שירים וריקודים. הבה נרישה, רש רש רש! הבה נרישה, רש רש רש! הבה נרישה, רש רש רש! ברשנים. ילדים, מסכות, רשנים, שירים וריקודים. הבה נרישה, רש רש רש! הבה נרישה, רש רש רש! הבה נרישה, רש רש רש! ברשנים. ילדים, מסכות, רשנים, שירים וריקודים. הבה נרישה, רש רש רש!